my name is Austin Hannum, and this is what's in my bag for the 2019 season. I'm gonna go ahead and go putters, mid-ranges, fairways, and then the high-speed drivers. So I'm gonna start with my putting putters. I got two putting putters. I chose the Jawbreaker Challenger SS's. I just like these because they're super glidey, they're beadless, and they're just really comfortable to me. So yeah, that's just kind of, I go off the feel. Next up, we got a magnet, very old. I don't even know how old this disc is, but this is for more of like if I get in the woods, I'll be throwing this a lot, and kind of longer jump putts. If there's no wind, I like to kind of just spin this towards the basket and try to put it in. And then we got two zones. I got one ESP zone and one Jawbreaker. This disc is probably one of my favorites in the Discraft lineup. I like to throw a lot of sidearms with this disc, the ESP one. Backhands, I usually like the Jawbreaker. I want to throw it hard and with a little hyzer, and it'll just pop up flat and go really straight for me. So definitely check out the zone. That's all for my putters. Right now I got 4 mid-ranges in the bag. Start off with the Z Buzz. The Buzz is definitely my favorite mid-range I've ever thrown. Buzzes are just super straight, and they go wherever you throw them, whatever angle you put them on. That's, yeah. And then I got the First Run Buzz. This disc is awesome. It actually took the place of the Comet because it's just so old and beat up. I throw it flat and it just kind of holds over, and it's just perfect for what I need it for. Third is this Ace Race Archer. This is another one that's going to be really good in the woods. I really like to use it for jump putts from like 100 feet. Like to jump putt the Archer and just kind of spin it again towards the basket. And then lastly is this Big Z drone. The drone is definitely an awesome disc. This hasn't been in my bag for 6 years. Definitely a very special disc to me. It'll probably be in my bag for a very long time. Next, I'll go with my Fairway Drivers. We got 5 of them. Start out with the Raptor. This disc is awesome for sidearms. I don't really backhand it a whole lot. But yeah, it's not very deep, so it's just a very good feel in the hand for the sidearm. It's real stable. I like to maneuver it through like the woods and stuff too. Next is the Predator. This is probably my favorite fairway driver. I like to throw, this thing is very stable. I like to throw it flat with a little anhyzer. I like to get it kind of high too, so just let it work its flight really good. But yeah, you definitely check out the Z Predator. Next up is the Big Z Vulture. This disc is really good for just like throwing them kind of really hard on hyzer, and it'll just get up and just have a consistent straight flight. And then it'll obviously finish left. Next is the Glow Stalker. This is kind of just like a longer buzz for me. Very straight with a little finish to the right. I won't be throwing this much out here in Arizona, but this is definitely a very good disc later on in the season when we get to the woods. And then also the Undertaker. This disc is pretty similar to the Stalker. It's a little more stable for me. I don't know if it's the plastics or whatever, but I like to throw this disc on some hyzer and it'll come up flat for a while, and then it'll just finish left at the very end. So this is a pretty good disc. All right, lastly, we're gonna get into the distance drivers. I have 5 of these. I have 4 forces. First up is the Nuke OS, though. This disc has been awesome for me early in the season. It's been a little windy, so I mainly use this for the sidearms. I like to throw them really low with a little anhyzer and just watch them do its thing. Very stable. Would highly recommend to have one of these in the bag. Next up is the Z Force. This is one of the very early runs of the Force. Very pop top and very, very stable. I like to throw this disc really hard with a little anhyzer and just let it pan out and land with hyzer. Next up is the Z Force. This one's interesting. It's got the Eric McCabe stamp on it. I believe it was his disc, but this disc is perfect for this is my sidearm disc. I like to throw it really low with a little anhyzer to flat, and it will always finish to the right. So this disc is one of my main go-to drivers for sidearms. Next up is a Z Force. It's a newer run of the Z Force. It's got like a really pearly bottom here. Very overstable. This disc will be used a lot for just hyzers and just flat shots that need to finish left. And now lastly is the ESP Force. This is my go-to for distance shots for sidearm and backhand. Like to throw it flat and just let it turn, and it always finishes left. But yeah, this is my go-to for my distance shots. And that is all that's in my bag. If you would like to check out any of these discs, go to discraft.com. If you have any questions and see me on the course, then yeah, come up and ask. Thank you.